Okay, no problem. Am I audible to everybody? Okay. So welcome all of you for today's session. So Nava-Vidha Bhakti series, session number 5. Correct? So we had discussed Shravanam, means hearing about the Lord. Then Kirtanam, glorifying the Lord. Then Smaranam, remembering the Lord. Then Pada Sevanam, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. And today we are discussing about, before that we had also discussed Archanam, worshipping the Lord. And today we will be discussing about the 6th process, that is Vandanam. Vandanam means offering prayers to the Lord. So, generally our conception is we go to God to offer some prayers, to ask something from Him. This is the general understanding, right? We go to God to ask, give me something. In fact, in the Vedic scriptures, this kind of prayers are also there, right? Dhanam Dehi means give me wealth. Oh God, please give me wealth, right? Then Rupavati Bharya Dehi, give me beautiful wife, give me a handsome husband. And then Putram Dehi, give me children. Like this prayers. So here, when people go to God and offer such prayers, the good thing in such prayers is there is a recognition that God is capable of delivering whatever we desire. That means His omnipotence is recognized. In fact, that is the first step towards God realization. That means there is somebody who is powerful. It might be some Devata, or it might be the Supreme Lord Bhagavan Himself. They are capable of bestowing certain benedictions upon me. This recognition itself is good, because this will save one from becoming falsely proud that whatever I need, I will earn it on the strength of my own hard work. Most of the people think like that, no? And they become atheists. You know, atheists don't believe in God. They say, you work hard and you earn your own food. Or whatever you want, you earn it. There is no recognition of a supreme power or a powerful personality. Srila Prabhupada recollects in many of his lectures, he tells how these communist people used to brainwash the innocent people. On a typical Sunday morning, Christians would go to the church to attend a mass prayer. And one of the prayers mentioned in the Bible that they offer every day in their prayers is, "Oh God, give me my daily bread." God can give me my daily bread. That means the daily bread is coming from God. There is a recognition of God's being the supplier of our needs. Now these communists, what they would do, they would all be outside the church building, they would all be standing. And these innocent Christians, after offering prayers, they would offer prayers and they would come out of the church building, and the communists would talk to them. Just like we also put book counters outside, maybe some temple. After darshan, people are coming out and we are talking to them, why don't you take Bhagavad Gita? Right? Like that, these communists will also. So they will talk to each person, each Christian devotee who is coming out, and then they'll say, what did you pray for? I prayed for my daily bread, they will say. Did God give you your daily bread? They will say, no. Then what is the use of praying to this God? There is no use of praying to this God. And then the communists would say, see, we will give you bread. and they would have brought a huge quantity of bread, and they will supply bread to everybody. Take this bread. See, you prayed to God to give you your daily bread. God did not give you, but we are giving you. So there is no use of praying to God. This is how they would actually try to brainwash the innocent people and try to convert people into communists, atheists. So, praying to God for our daily bread is not bad. It's definitely good, because there is recognition that God can give me what I need. That is there. But then the loophole or the problem with this kind of prayer is you can easily get deviated like this. Oh, you prayed, you didn't get now? See, what is the use of praying? Okay, don't pray only. This kind of atheistic propaganda. So therefore, what actually prayer means, we should know. Since we are all trying to practice Krishna consciousness, should we restrict our prayers? Oh God, give me my daily bread, only to that much? Or what actually is this process of Vandanam, offering prayers? We will see that through some of the passages from Srila Prabhupada's books, and we shall also discuss. So, first thing is, prayers should be offered with humility. This is very important. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in the Shikshashtakam prayers. What is Shikshashtakam? Shiksha means instruction. Ashtaka means 8 verses. Like we have Damodar Ashtakam. Like that Shikshashtakam. 8 verses of instructions that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to everybody. So if one studies these 8 verses, Shikshashtakam, one will become acquainted with the entire philosophy of Krishna consciousness. The entire philosophy of Krishna consciousness in a nutshell, that is Shikshashtakam. So in the 3rd verse of this Shikshashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Trunadapi sunichena taroriva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling us what should be the consciousness of a devotee when he is offering prayers to the Lord. Trunadapi sunichena. Can you all repeat? Truna means a grass, a blade of grass, right? On the way there may be, let's say there is a lot of grass and a lot of people walk on that grass. Will the grass protest? Why are you people walking on me? No. So, Suni Chena means to consider oneself very, very low. Humility. I don't have any personal qualification. That is the meaning of this example. A devotee should consider himself to be more humble than a blade of grass. That is the meaning of this. Trunadapi suni chena. Taroriva sahishnuna. Can you please repeat? Taru means tree. Iva means like. Sahishnu means tolerant. Suppose there is a mango tree and you go and there are a lot of mangoes hanging. You go and hit a stone. You are hitting a stone. In return, what will the mango tree give you? Will it give you a stone back? It will not. It will go somewhere else and fall. But then what you get is actually a mango. That is called Sahishnuta, tolerance. One should be more tolerant than a tree. And then Amanina Manadena. Amani, please repeat. Mana means respect. Amani means one who is not seeking respect from others. But Manadena means what? One who is ready to give respect, offer respects to everybody. That should be the mood. Then Kirtaniya Sadahari. Please repeat. Kirtaniya Sadahari. So that means if you want to always glorify the Lord, chant His holy names, you must have these three qualifications you must develop. You must be more humble than a blade of grass. You must be more tolerant than a tree. You must not expect any respect from others, but you must be ready to offer respects to everybody. In this state of mind alone, Kirtaniya Sadahari is possible. Always you can chant the holy name of the Lord. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said. So the first and the foremost qualification to offer prayers to the Lord is humility, genuine humility. You cannot simply try to fake humility. Yeah, in front of God I'll be very humble. Outside I can behave anyhow, but in the temple I will be very humble. No, that will not work. That will not work. Right? One must be genuinely humble. When can we become genuinely humble? How can we become humble really? When we have knowledge. Yeah. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. We must have knowledge. Now what knowledge we should have? If we have knowledge about Einstein's theory of relativity, or if we have knowledge about Ohm's law, can that bring humility? Yeah, it can bring humility because it makes us understand how little we know. But actual knowledge is what? What is a real knowledge?
Knowledge about the self and the super self.
Yeah. Knowledge about ourselves and Krishna. When we have knowledge about Krishna, how great He is and how insignificant I am, then genuine humility will come. I may be a very, very intelligent person. I may be a Nobel laureate. Right? I may be a Nobel laureate. But compared to Krishna's knowledge, my knowledge is tiny, insignificant. So when we understand Krishna properly, tattvataha, then we can become humble. That is why in the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives a list of 20 items of knowledge. What constitutes knowledge? And one of the items of knowledge is humility. One must be humble. So let us see what Srila Prabhupada says about this quality of being humble, which is a prerequisite for offering prayers to the Lord. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9, Verse 8, translation and purport. This very interesting situation. What is the situation of this verse? Narasimha Deva has appeared from the pillar and he has killed the demon Hiranyakashipu. But even after that, he is very, very angry. And all the Devatas have appeared, they have offered prayers to Narasimha Deva. But despite their prayers, Narasimha Deva has not become pacified. He is still very angry. Even Lakshmi Devi herself was very, very afraid to approach Narasimha Deva. That time Lord Brahma tells this boy, 5-year-old boy, "Oh Prahlad, please go offer prayers, pacify the Lord." Okay. That time Prahlad Maharaj begins his prayer like this. What is that? Prahlad Maharaj prayed, "How is it possible for me, who have been born in a family of asuras, to offer suitable prayers to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Even until now, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and all the saintly persons could not satisfy the Lord by streams of excellent words. Although such persons are very qualified, being in the mode of goodness, then what is to be said of me? I am not at all qualified." Actually, this is real humility. It is because of this 5-year-old boy the Lord appeared from the pillar. in a special form. It is because of to protect him only the Lord has appeared. But there is no trace of pride in the consciousness of Prahlad Maharaj. He's not saying, see, because of me the Lord came. You know, I am so great. Yeah, I know how to offer prayers. That is not at all reflected in his words. Right? In our conduct, humility or pride will get reflected. Because what is inside has to come out. It will come out through our words, through our actions. How we behave with others, how we treat people around us is a reflection of what is inside our consciousness. If our consciousness is filled with pride, when we are talking to others, dealing with others, some or the other time it will come out. You know, you don't know anything. I am great. You know what you know. You know, like that. But Prahlad Maharaj, he is saying, till now great devatas offered prayers to the Lord. They are all in mode of goodness, sattva guna, very well qualified people. They are all great personalities. They know so much about Krishna. When they offered prayers, Narasimha Dev did not become pacified. Then what to speak about me? I am not at all qualified. He is not faking it. He is not simply telling it like a dialogue to impress others. He genuinely feels I am not at all qualified to offer any prayers to satisfy the Lord. So the first qualification to offer prayers to the Lord is to feel that I am not qualified to offer prayers to the Lord. That is the first qualification. It appears to be contradictory, right? But if one thinks that no, I am a great Sanskrit scholar, or I know so many prayers I have memorized, very nicely in front of God I will offer prayers, like this in a boastful mood, with pride he goes in front of the Lord will not at all accept such prayers, right? So let us read the purport. Purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. A Vaishnava who is fully qualified to serve the Lord still thinks himself extremely low while offering prayers to the Lord. For example, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, says, Jagai madhai haite mui se papishta, puri shera kita haite mui se laghishta. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, 5th chapter, verse 205. Thus he considers himself unqualified, lower than the worms in stool, and more sinful than Jagai and Madhai. A pure Vaishnava actually thinks of himself in this way. Similarly, although Prahlad Maharaj was a pure, exalted Vaishnava, he thought himself most unqualified to offer prayers to the Supreme Lord. Mahajano yena gatassa panthaha. Every pure Vaishnava should think like this. One should not be falsely proud of his Vaishnava qualifications. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has therefore instructed us, Trunadapi sunichena taro riva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Unless one is meek and humble, to make progress in spiritual life is very difficult. So here Prabhupada is quoting the example of whom? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Who is he? He was a great devotee, an acharya in our Gaudiya Parampara, and he is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is a authorized biography of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the Lord personally came in his dream and ordered him to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nityananda Prabhu appeared in his dream and told, you should write Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he went to Vrindavan, prayed to Madan Mohan deity, and he took permission from Madan Mohan deity before writing Chaitanya Charitamrita. When he bowed down and offered prayers, he got the permission of the deity. How? Garland from the deity's neck fell on the neck of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, granting him permission and empowerment. That means he is not an ordinary person. First of all, Lord Nityananda himself came in his dream and said, you should write this Chaitanya Charitamrita. And then the Lord also, Radha Madan Mohan blessed him with a garland. So he is not an ordinary devotee. Now he is saying, I am more fallen than Jagai and Madhai. Jagai and Madhai, they were two sinful people. They lived about 500 years ago during the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even though they were born in a good family, in a Brahmana family, they had all opportunities to cultivate spiritual knowledge and make spiritual advancement, but they became, because of bad association, they got into bad habits. They started performing so many sinful activities. Okay? They were always intoxicated, they were drunk always. They were, freely mixing with women. This kind of sense gratification had become their purpose, their goal of life. One day Nityananda Prabhu, along with Haridas Thakur, they were preaching door to door. Just like now we are also going room to room. In our hostel in IISc, we are going room to room and requesting people, why don't you take Bhagavad Gita? Why don't you read? We are following the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually. 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would send his different devotees, and he would say, go to every person, knock at his door, and request him to chant Hare Krishna. And you make him chant. Evening you should come and meet me here and submit report. How many people you made them chant Hare Krishna? This was the standing order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Whomever you meet, you should instruct him to become a devotee of Krishna. So these two devotees were partners, Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. Right? It is always good to go in pairs when devotees are going to preach or going to do book distribution. Instead of going alone, it's always good to go with another devotee. Why? Because sometimes one devotee, if you are one, you may get demotivated. A lot of people will just slam the door. They will not even entertain you. Or they may say something which is very unpalatable. Right? It might bring down your morale. That time, if another devotee is there, he will say, Prabhu, don't worry. Let's go to the next door and check. Let's try. So he will try to, he will try to help you come back to the right consciousness. Anyway, but these two preachers were not ordinary people. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Lord Balaram, and Haridas Thakur is incarnation of Lord Brahma. He is Namacharya. Every day how many holy names he would chant? 3 lakh holy names. One Hare Krishna mantra has got 16 holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 4 into 4, 16. So one Hare Krishna mantra has 16 holy names. This Haridas Thakur used to chant 3 lakh holy names. About 170 plus rounds he used to chant every day. 22 hours a day he used to chant. 22 hours a day. So that's why he is called Namacharya. So anyway, these two devotees were going, and Nityananda Prabhu saw these two people, Jagai and Madhai. They were like intoxicated and they were troubling others. And Nityananda Prabhu decided that day, if these two people who are most fallen, if they start chanting Hare Krishna, our Hare Krishna preaching here will gain momentum. Because such two fallen people have taken up chanting means it will become talk of the town and everybody will become inspired to chant. That was Nityananda Prabhu's thinking. And so he went ahead and delivered them. So, such two fallen souls, they got the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Nityananda Prabhu. They became exalted devotees. Not only that, after they became devotees, every day they would go door to door and request others to chant Hare Krishna. See, this is our process of Krishna consciousness. What is that? It is R and D. R means relish, D means distribute. First we relish the Krishna consciousness message. We relish chanting. And then we don't keep it to ourselves. We go and distribute the holy name to others. So R and D in Krishna consciousness. Relish and then distribute. So, but Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am more fallen than Jagai and Madhai. This is his genuine humility. And he is also saying, I am more fallen than worm in the stool. See, worm itself is a very insignificant jiva it is. Worm. Worm in the stool is a very fallen condition. Very abominable. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am more fallen than worm in the stool. Now these are not simply poetic expressions. Just to fill that poem, he is putting some words like that. No, these are his genuine feelings of humility. So Prabhupada is saying here, Prahlad Maharaj, even though he is such an exalted Vaishnava, for his sake the Lord appeared, but he is saying, I am more fallen than, I am very, very fallen. I am not at all qualified to offer prayers. And Prabhupada is saying that a Vaishnava should follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj. So if you want to attain success in bhakti, we should not become proud of our Vaishnava qualifications. Forget about material qualifications. Definitely you should not be proud of your material qualifications. Somebody is very handsome, very beautiful, or somebody is very good in speaking, good in singing, good in so many things we may have. These are all material qualifications which we have acquired because of our past good karma. There is no question of becoming proud about these things because the source of all this is Krishna. But Prabhupada is going one more step and saying here, you should not even become proud of your devotional qualifications. Right? Oh, I chant so nicely. I am chanting from 25 years. I can chant all the verses of Bhagavad Gita. Now these are some devotional qualifications, right? One should not become proud even of these devotional qualifications. Krishna will not accept your prayers if you have this kind of a pride. The more we advance in bhakti, the more we should think, I am not at all serving Krishna. You know this? Actually, one should think like this. Radharani thinks like this. Radharani is the topmost devotee of Krishna. She is Anaya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. Bhagavatam 10th canto says, Anaya Radhito Nunam. Nunam means definitely, certainly. Anaya Radhitaha. There is no one who is greater worshipper of Krishna than Radharani. That is her position. But whenever she sees a devotee doing some little service for Krishna, Radharani thinks, oh, this devotee is serving Krishna with so much love. He is better devotee than me. That's how Radharani thinks. This is the vision of a Mahabhagavata. Mahabhagavata means pure devotee. There are 3 stages of development of bhakti. Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari. 3 stages. So Kanishta Adhikari means neophyte devotee, beginner in bhakti. Madhyama Adhikari means intermediate level. Uttama Adhikari means topmost level, pure devotee. He is also called Mahabhagavata. So A Kanishta Adhikari, neophyte may think I am nice devotee, I know so much. But a Uttama Adhikari devotee will think actually others are serving Krishna better than me. This is the thinking of a pure devotee. And it is this kind of a consciousness that Krishna gets drawn to. Krishna gets attracted. Oh, this devotee, even though he is so advanced, such humility, genuine humility he has got. Krishna gets attracted to such a devotee, and the prayers offered by such devotee will please the Lord immediately. So we should all aspire to come to this stage, like Prahalad Maharaj, like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Not that we should fake, artificially tell, I am very humble. No, that should actually come in our conduct, in our behavior. A devotee should be very, very sensitive while dealing with other devotees. He should see other devotees as a representative of Krishna. A devotee should learn to see everyone as a representative of Krishna, especially devotees. Krishna takes it very seriously when you misbehave with another devotee. You are chanting Hare Krishna nicely, you are offering prayers, but you are misbehaving or thinking ill about another devotee, Krishna will be very unhappy. That means it is a contradictory behavior. On one side you are saying, oh Krishna, please make me your devotee. On the other side, we don't know how to respect another devotee. So, Vishnu Aparadha or Krishna Aparadha, when you offend Krishna directly, Krishna will not take it very seriously. He will pardon you. But Vaishnava Aparadha, if you actually misbehave or think ill, talk bad about another devotee, that Krishna takes very, very seriously. Just like Prabhupada says, just like a big man, you talk so much against him, it doesn't bother. But you do some little harm to his people who are dear to him, he will not tolerate. Suppose there is a big man, you go and talk against him, but the big man will have one dog with him, which is very dear to him. And you go and misbehave with the dog, or you throw one stone at the dog. Oh, immediately the big man will get agitated. So, a pure devotee is like that, is very, very dear to the Lord. So, one who offends a pure devotee, the Lord becomes very, very displeased with such a person. So, therefore, first qualification to offer prayers is what?
Humility.
Humility. And to know that I am not qualified to offer prayers. Okay, let's continue to read. Second point, to glorify God means to glorify the nature. Just like here is a poem in Brahma Samhita. This is a lecture, room conversation with David Vine. Srila Prabhupada had a room conversation with a sculptor, David Vine, in London, July 9th, 1973. It is an extract from that. Prabhupada is saying, just like here is a poem in Brahma Samhita, Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti kotishvashesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Now the whole creation is there. Yasya prabha prabhavataha. On account of the bodily rays of Krishna, Govinda, which is called Brahma Jyotir, just like on account of the sunshine, the whole universe is existing. So similarly, there is a shine, bodily shining, that is called Brahma Jyoti. So when the Brahma Jyoti is there, then innumerable universes are created. Yasya prabha prabhavataha. When the effulgence, Brahma Jyoti is there, innumerable universes are created. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti. Jagadanda means universe. Koti, innumerable. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti. Kotishvashesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. And in each universe is created with innumerable number of planets, and each planet has got different atmosphere. Now the whole universe is described, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, Yasya Prabha, the beginning, whose effulgence has created. That means simultaneously you praise his creation, at the same time you get the universal knowledge, how many universes are there, how they are situated, what is the atmosphere, etc. Yet you get a glimpse of idea at the same time. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. This is the way. So here Prabhupada is saying, with reference to this 40th verse in the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita, here it is said, there are koti universes. Koti means crores and crores of universes are there. And in each universe there are so many so many planets. Vibhuti Bhinnam. Different kinds of planets. Different varieties of living entities. Each planet has got different kind of atmosphere. All these descriptions we get in the prayers offered by Lord Brahma. Brahma Samhita means what? It is a prayer offered by Lord Brahma to the Supreme Lord at the dawn of creation, in the beginning of creation. Okay. So, this Brahma Samhita prayer book, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to the South India, in one of the temples, he found this manuscript in a temple called Tiruvattar. Okay. And it is in Kerala. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited there, Adi Keshava Perumal temple in Tiruvattar. There he found this, the devotees there were having this Brahma Samhita manuscript, and he read this and he was overjoyed. Immediately he got it handwritten. That time there was no Xerox, there was no printing press and all. So he asked some of the devotees to prepare a copy. They copied the whole thing. And when he came back to Jagannath Puri, he carried this manuscript with him, and he told the devotees to learn this Brahma Samhita prayer. Every day in our temple, if you have attended Sringara Arati, Darshana Arati, morning at 7:15, the temple doors open with this song. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That is from Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter. So here in this shloka, Prabhupada is explaining, offering prayers to Krishna includes also glorifying his creation. See, Brahma is glorifying Govinda, but he is also glorifying that how Govinda's creation is so wonderful. There are so many universes. Each universe has got a different kind, many planets. Each planet has got different kind of atmospheres and different kinds of living entities living there. This is the capacity of Govinda to create. So glorifying Krishna means glorifying his activities. Offering prayers to Krishna, Vandanam, includes glorifying Krishna, his creation. See, every day we see so many things in nature around us. We take it for granted that this is all there, it's all coming, it is nice. But if you could understand, behind all this wonderful creation, there is Krishna, there is Govinda, his creative ability, then immediately you will offer prayers. That is why you see, people used to worship, in the olden days, people say, now the modern people say, oh, these olden people, what they used to do? They used to worship fire, they used to worship air, they used to worship earth, they used to worship sky, sun, moon, they used to worship all these things. They call this as paganism. Pagans. Pagans means, people worship some natural phenomena like this. They don't know anything. They are some aborigines, old Stone Age people, primitive people. Like this, they make fun of it. But actually, what is the meaning of worshipping the elements of nature around us? It is appreciation of God's creation. Right?
There in all the 5 elements.
Yes. All these belong to God. Bhumi rapo nalo vayuhu kammano buddhirevacha ahankaram iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtada. Krishna says in the 7th chapter, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, all these are my separated material energies. So, we glorify Krishna through his creation. That is the meaning of nature worship. Nature worship doesn't mean nature is God. We are not saying nature is God. We are recognizing Krishna's ability to create.
Krishna's inferior energy.
Yes, it is Krishna's energy, right? Without these elements, how will our life go on in this world? Correct, no? Today we have polluted all the elements. People who were worshipping nature, whom you called less sophisticated, they were worshipping nature, but they were not polluting nature. Today, we are saying we are very sophisticated, ultra modern people. What have we done? We are not worshipping nature, they say. We are very cool people, we are very scientific people. What have you done? You have polluted all these elements and it has created so much pollution problem. Delhi is one of the most polluted city in the entire world. The air quality index is very, very poor there, isn't it? So the more we see material elements as a way for exploitation and increasing our comforts, the more we are going to create problems for ourselves. But our ancestors, they saw everything belongs to God. Everything is divine. Everything has to be used judiciously, isn't it? So who is better? We or our ancestors? We have to think. So here in Brahma's prayer, he is glorifying the creation of the Lord. Okay, let us see one more prayer, one more thing. Prabhupada says this in the translation to the 4th canto, 9th chapter, 15th verse, translation and purport in Bhagavatam. Prayers should contain Supreme Lord's special position. Dhruva Maharaj prayed, "My Lord, by your unbroken transcendental glance, you are the supreme witness of all stages of intellectual activities. You are eternally liberated, your existence is situated in pure goodness, and you are existent in the super soul without change. You are the original personality of Godhead, full with 6 opulences, and you are eternally the master of the 3 modes of material nature. Thus, you are always different from the ordinary living entities. As Lord Vishnu, you maintain all the affairs of the entire universe, and yet you stand aloof and are the enjoyer of the results of all sacrifices." So this is a prayer offered by Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva was again a 5-year-old boy, performed tapasya, saw the Lord, right, face to face. He offers this prayer. Let us read the purport. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. An atheistic argument against the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead states that if God, the Supreme Person, appears and disappears, and sleeps and awakens, then what is the difference between God and the living entity? Dhruva Maharaj is carefully distinguishing the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from that of the living entities. He points out the following differences. The Lord is eternally liberated. Whenever he appears even within this material world, he is never entangled by the 3 modes of material nature. He is known therefore as Tri-Adhisha, the master of the 3 modes of material nature. In the Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 verse 14, it is said, Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. The living entities are all entangled in the 3 modes of material nature. The external energy of the Lord is very strong, but the Lord, as the master of the 3 modes of material nature, is ever liberated from the action and reaction of those modes. He, therefore, is uncontaminated as stated in the Ishopanishad. The contamination of the material world does not affect the Supreme Godhead. Krishna therefore says in the Bhagavad Gita that those who are rascals and fools think of him as an ordinary human being, not knowing his Param Bhavam. Param Bhavam refers to his being always transcendentally situated. Material contamination cannot affect him. So when you study the prayers offered by great devotees in Bhagavatam, like what we just now read, prayer offered by Dhruva Maharaj, there the devotees categorically explain or they mention the special position of the Lord. Why we have to surrender to the Lord? Why the Lord is worshipable? Why He is our master? Why should we take shelter at His lotus feet? Why? Dhruva Maharaj is mentioning here because the Lord is always eternally liberated. He never comes under the influence of illusion like us. We all have come under the influence of illusion. Tam Nitya Buddha, Nitya Mukta. Nitya Mukta means he is eternally liberated. The Lord is forever free from the influence of Maya. So when we are offering prayers to the Lord, first of all, it should be done with humility. Secondly, it must glorify the Lord's activities, His qualities. Thirdly, another aspect of prayers that we observe in pure devotees' prayer is the distinction between us and Him. Right? If He is also like us, then why should we offer prayers to Him? So He is free from material contamination. That is a point. Let us read the last part. What does the prayer chanting Hare Krishna mean? See, Hare Krishna mantra is also a prayer. It is called the great chant for deliverance, Maha Mantra. So let us see. Prabhupada's room conversation with a Christian priest dated June 9th, 1974 in Paris. Prabhupada says, what is this Hare Krishna? This is also prayer. Hare Krishna. O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, kindly engage me in your service. This is the meaning of Hare Krishna. This is prayer. Repeatedly praying, my Lord, the energy of the Lord, kindly engage me in your service. This is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. Just like you go to a mercantile firm with application, please give me some service, give me some service. The same thing. The appealing to God and His energy. Please engage me in your service. So that is Vandana. So Vandana, and Christians also, they pray, oh God, give us our daily bread. So this is also good, but it is material. Asking something for material satisfaction. And here, Hare Krishna, asking something for satisfaction of Krishna. Engage me in your service. Little advanced because God is supplying bread to everyone, even to the cats and dogs. So that is also good, and it is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Arto artharti jnani cha chaturvidha bhajante mam. Chaturvidha bhajante mam sukrutino arjuna artaha. Artaha means distressed. Artaha, one who is distressed. I have no food, sir, my dear Lord. Kindly give me some food. So he is distressed. So he is praying to God because he is pious. So here Prabhupada is saying the difference between praying to God for material purpose and chanting Hare Krishna. Both are not same. So what is the meaning of chanting? What is the meaning of this Hare Krishna mantra? Hare means energy of Krishna. O energy of Krishna. Right? And O Krishna, please engage me in your service. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. Right? That should be the mood when we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. We are requesting the Lord repeatedly, again and again. O Radharani, Divine Mother, O Krishna, please engage me in your service. Why we have to engage in Krishna's service? Because that is our original constitutional position. Now we have drifted away from that constitutional position. We are trying to enjoy independent of Krishna. The result is what?
Yes.
What? We have come under illusion. So much so that we don't even know who we are originally. We are thinking we are this body. That is a result of illusion. But when you are appealing to the Lord, O Lord, O Radharani, please engage me in your service. I have got some good sense now in this life, so I have come to you. Please accept me in your service. So that is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. So is it not enough to just ask one time, O Radharani, O Krishna, please engage me in your service? Why are we chanting so many times Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare? Why? Because these are holy names of the Lord, and when we chant repeatedly, we are associating. The more we associate with the Lord, the more we become purified. So, in the beginning stage of chanting Hare Krishna mantra helps us to get purified. Okay? And as a devotee further advances and he chants Hare Krishna mantra, that same Hare Krishna mantra will give him pure love for Krishna. It is like this. First, you get cured of your disease, so you take medicine. Once you become free from the disease, then you take tonic. Tonic will make you stronger. Now in our case, you don't have to change the medicine. The same Hare Krishna mantra is medicine also, it is tonic also. First when we are in the diseased condition, it will act like medicine. Cheto darpana marjanam means what? Darpana means mirror. Chetaha means our consciousness, our mind. Marjanam means cleansing. By chanting Hare Krishna mantra, what is happening? We become free from the influence of, we become free from material contamination. Right? So first that cleansing happens. Then what happens? Anandambudhi vardhanam. Every step a devotee experiences an increased ocean of joy. But that is in the advanced stage. First all the contaminations have to get cleared off. Then you continue to chant, you experience Pratipadam Purna Amrita Aswadanam. Every step you experience great nectar-like happiness. Same mantra, same Hare Krishna mantra, initially it acts like medicine. And once you become free from material contamination, the same Hare Krishna, if you continue to chant, it will give you ecstasy, bliss, happiness. So advanced devotees have experienced this and they have written down, like Rupa Goswami. He says, how sweet this Hare Krishna mantra is. Even if I have thousands of tongues and millions of years, I cannot completely relish the sweetness of this Hare Krishna mantra. It's not that they are saying, same mantra I have to chant every day, it is boring. Every day let us chant different mantra. No. He's saying the same Hare Krishna mantra I am chanting again and again. It is filling my heart with ever increasing joy. Because it is so sweet. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvam Nama Naminaha. Padma Purana says this Hare Krishna mantra, the holy name of the Lord, is like Chintamani stone, touchstone. Touchstone means you touch it with anything, it becomes gold. So it is full of Krishna Shakti. This Hare Krishna mantra has fully invested with Krishna's special powers, not different from Krishna. So anybody who chants attentively, he will touch Krishna. And it makes a person fully free from all material contamination, brings him to the stage of liberation, and after liberation you continue to chant, you experience Krishna Prema, pure love of Krishna. So the Hare Krishna mantra is both the cleanser and the bestower of pure love. So we have to chant so attentively. So this chanting Hare Krishna mantra also comes under Vandanam. Previously we said it comes under Kirtanam. So does it come under Kirtanam or Vandanam? It is both. Why it is both? Kirtanam means glorifying the Lord. By chanting Hare Krishna we are glorifying the Lord. Vandanam means offering prayers to the Lord. By chanting Hare Krishna we are asking, begging the Lord, please engage me in your service. So in both the ways it comes. It is Shravanam also it comes because you have to hear. So it is Shravanam, it is Kirtanam, it is Vandanam.
Which one it doesn't come to?
Huh? In these three it comes. Okay? And of course, any process of devotional service, any of the 9 processes can be accompanied with chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So therefore, this chanting Hare Krishna is the best form of prayer. So please answer these 8 questions and show me your answers downstairs. They're all simple answers, one-line answers. Anyone has any questions? About Vandanam? Who is the personality who attained perfection by the process of Vandanam? You remember one of the sessions earlier I told, for each of the 9 processes there is a role model. For Shravanam, who is the role model? Parikshit Maharaj. For Kirtanam, Shukadev Goswami. For Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj. Always remembered Krishna. Please distribute the beads. For Pada Sevanam, Lakshmi Devi. For Archanam, Pruthu Maharaj. Pruthu Maharaj. For Vandanam, Akrura. Akrura, he was a great devotee of the Lord and he was sent by Kamsa. He was serving under Kamsa in Mathura. See, even though he was serving a bad master, he continued his devotion to the Lord within his heart. So as soon as Kamsa told Akrura, you should go to Vrindavan and bring Krishna Balaram here. We have a big plan to kill them. And Akrura was overjoyed at the very thought of going to Vrindavan and seeing the Lord face to face. He said, today my life is going to become perfect because I am going to see Krishna face to face in Vrindavan. So he set out immediately on his chariot from Mathura to Vrindavan. And as soon as he reached the precincts of Vrindavan, he got down from the chariot. He saw the footprints of Krishna everywhere. And he, like a madman, he rolled himself on the dust. He said, this is the most worshipable thing. It is more worshipable, it is more valuable than any jewels in the Mathura palace. This dust of Vrindavan, which Krishna has walked on. So he smeared his whole body with that dust, offered Dandavat to Vrindavan dust. And then he went to, Vrindavan to bring Krishna Balaram. And on the way back, Krishna Balaram, were going with Akrura towards Vrindavan. Again, Akrura stops his Ratha. He wanted to take a dip in Yamuna river. And he takes a dip in Yamuna river. Krishna Balaram will be seated in the chariot. And then when he takes a dip, he sees Krishna and Balaram manifested in their Vaikuntha form. Balaram as Adi Shesha, and on the Adi Shesha, Krishna as Lord Vishnu is reclining, and all the devatas are offering prayers. So he was surprised. Krishna Balaram is sitting in the chariot there. Who are these two people? So he came out of the water and saw they are sitting there smiling at him. And again he went down and he saw, oh, Krishna Balaram are here also. So that is a very nice chapter is there. Akrura's arrival in Vrindavan. And one more chapter next to that. So then there is one entire chapter dedicated to the prayers offered by Akrura to Lord Krishna. He offers so many prayers, wonderful prayers. So he, simply by offering prayers, he attained perfection. Right? As I told in the first session, these 9 Nava-Vidha Bhakti, you may do all of them, you may do few of them, or even one of them. If you do nicely, you can attain perfection. So Akrura attained perfection simply by offering prayers, Vandanam. So we will discuss about his prayers some other day. So, but very nice. You can read Krishna book. There you will see a wonderful description about prayers offered by Akrura. Okay, let us now chant. We will do Vandanam today. Chant one round. With each, what should be the mood? Humble. And with each bead, each mantra, requesting Radharani and Krishna to engage us, to engage me in their service, devotional service. That should be the mood. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.